Ben Franklin. Hi, Sam. I want to share my new Donald Trump theory with you. I think the best outcome from Trump comes from an eventual third-party run. That way, he will definitely never win the presidency, have to do all the work. It seems to me like he is trying to... What was the latest thing that he just did?
5 million to show up at the next debate.
Here it is. So, as you know, we here at the Majority Report have a pet theory that Donald Trump really doesn't want to be president because why would he? He already has Air Force One. He just doesn't, he would love all the acclaim. Like if he could be like figurehead, like just sort of like the president in the way that the president is the president in like a parliamentary system where they just get to go around, hang out, you know.
He wants it to be like North Korea. He's Kim Jong-un.
I know. I think that's a little bit. I think that actually is a little more too much responsibility. I think he wants. Look,
I don't want to have to organize the firing squad.
He's exactly. He just wants them to be, you know, the
he
Trump
would like the press
squad.
coverage. He'd like the press coverage in North Korea.
But think about it. This is the way that his business has basically been run too. Yeah. He hasn't been operating a lot of these things. He just licenses his name to a lot of these things, and so I think that's the theory here. And about the night before the Paris terrorist attacks, he gave an 1.5 hour long speech that was really epic and crazy. And it could have been he was just on some type of medication. But my sense at the time was this is a guy who's just saying, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to see if I can do, like, what can I not do? Now, he also, this is battling his ego where he also doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to be president, but he doesn't want to lose. So, well, you know, what does he do? Now, we know at one point he said, like, look, if I start to fall in the polls, I'm going to get out. But there doesn't seem to be anything he can do to fall in the polls. He can't necessarily get bigger, but he's still in the lead because nobody else can coalesce around a front runner. So Donald Trump now has, this is as of today, has proposed, and he hasn't decided he's going to do it. He's just throwing it out there. This is the way he does, right? This is the way he do.
Negotiation.
Exactly. He's floating a trial balloon.
Right.
And Donald Trump is out there, he's saying that because CNN has not treated him fairly, because of the way they've been wrong, you know, and that's why they're not.
I think it's actually
low
really
energy.
been very disgusting.
They've been disgusting. And he is proposing that, here it is. He was at a rally in Macon, Georgia. And he said, CNN had 23 million people. It was the biggest show in the history of CNN, talking about the first debate. And he is saying now, how about I tell CNN that I'm not going to do the next debate? He asked the crowd. Won't do the debate unless they pay me $5 million, all of which money goes to the wounded warriors or vets. So there it is. The wounded warrior vets or something that sounds like military.
Yeah.
So he is now basically throwing down the gauntlet to CNN. Pay me $5 million or I don't debate. I think
would love
he's
to
just
see a
basically
whole system come out of this. Like, how much money is Mike Huckabee willing to pay to be on the debate?
That would be great.
I love it. Let's make this a market competition like anything else.
I think the other candidates should pay Trump.
That's what I think. Yeah,
I think that's the next step, right? Where Trump says, like,
why don't you
I'm not going to appear. I'm not
tweet that at him right now.
I'm not going to appear on stage
start a movement
with Jeb Bush unless he gives me $2 million. Because just by standing next to him, I give him credibility.
It elevates him.
I mean, look, there's an argument to be made here, right? Because if you're in the middle, if you're like in one of the two middle slots, you are the front runner. And then the further out you get, the lower you are in the polls. And so maybe Trump says, like, look, just to be on the stage with me, I'm giving them credibility. They've got to pay me. And I'll, of course, donate it to the vets or poor people or something.